Sunday morning, everyone. Today it's a little overcast in Central Florida.
Not so sunny Florida today.
No, it's not.
No.
We have Josie with us today on our adventure. But I'd like to shout out to our family and friends back in New England. They're going to endure a major blizzard, so stay safe, everyone. And Chris, where are we headed to today?
We are headed to Payne's Prairie. This is going to be kiosk number 18. Payne's Prairie is just outside of Micanopy, and that's where we'll begin. We're hoping to get all the way up to kiosk number 22, I think. Yep.
Great, check out this view. It's a little overcast, so it's giving that De Soto, eerie, creepy feeling.
Mists in time. Yeah.
Check this out. This place is absolutely stunning. Check it out. Check this out. Hear the owl? There's Chris.
Hey.
What'd you find?
Nothing as far as kiosks go. The kiosk number 18 that's supposed to be in Payne's Prairie, we couldn't locate it. We talked to park rangers, we talked to people at the visitor center, and some people said, yeah, it sounds familiar, but they didn't know anything about it. I think it's long gone anyway, but this is a pretty important place.
Really? Why?
Yeah, we're kind of near Micanopy, and also southeast of us is Lake Orange. And in my research I found out that there was a village on the western shore called the Patano. The Patano people were there. And in 2012 there was a Dr. Ashley White who he and his wife own a whole bunch of land out there, and they were doing archaeological digs because they thought it was the site of a Spanish mission, which is close by too, but they came across actual De Soto artifacts.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Imagine finding that.
I know, yeah. They found it kind of by accident. There was some kind of washout or something, and the artifacts were there, and they found parts of chainmail. They found, I think, a couple coins and some beads. And he's an archaeologist. He was able to trace that back to the time of De Soto. So they think that's actual evidence of De Soto, which is rare because they were moving. And they stopped at that village. We know that. So they stopped long enough to leave stuff.
And didn't they take the chief and his daughter from here?
That's close by too.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I think that might be one of the kiosks up ahead.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I remember reading it.
Right.
Fabulous.
Okay.
Well, let's go find the next
All right.
kiosk.
Let's do that. Good. All right. This is kiosk number 19, and it's outside of Santa Fe College. And we're just next to it here. It's in back of us. We'll show pictures, of course. And this mentions something that we've been talking about all the way up in this village of Unamachata, I think it
Wow.
is.
If it isn't, leave us a comment.
The village names are tough. Anyway, the De Soto expedition came in. This was just a short stopover. It was in this vicinity that they took 30 captives and made them carry all their stuff. That's what they would do when they captured the people, and also forced some of the natives to become guides.
Wow.
And we know because they were forced to do it, they would send them the wrong way or into swamps and all that. Can you blame them for that? So this is another stop where they did that. It wasn't someplace they spent a lot of time in. They stopped here for a short time and then
Mm-hmm.
moved on. Again, searching for gold, searching for food. Keep going, and that's what they were doing.
So here we are in the middle of the forest somewhere in Florida.
This was the kiosk was supposed to be here at the San
Mm-hmm.
Falasco Hammock State Preserve, and there doesn't seem to be a kiosk here. But from what we've read, the forests here are very similar to what De Soto and his men were walking through. This is a hammock. It's high, dry, and has big trees. So that's the reason they had, I guess, the kiosk here at one time to
Mm-hmm.
illustrate that. And they marched through here. They actually marched through parts of what is this park now.
It's cool to look around and imagine this is kind of almost
Yeah.
what they saw when they marched through.
Like I'm looking down a trail right now, and I
Mm-hmm.
can just imagine all of a sudden these conquistadors coming around the corner with
Oh
their
no, hope
horses
not.
and
Chris
everything.
is being tugged because he's holding on to Josie,
I have Josie on the leash here.
and she's smelling things.
Right. Yep.
Maybe it's an Indian.
I don't know. Maybe
You never know.
she's our guide dog here. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to the next
The next
kiosk.
one. The next one. Yes. This was kiosk number 21, Olean State Park. We went in. We even
Yep.
had a location in the
Mm-hmm.
parking lot where it used to be. Online, there's a picture of it as late as 2018. It's not here. I even talked to one of the rangers, and he said it's no longer here anymore.
And he didn't give you a reason why.
No, I said, was it
No.
from the hurricanes? He kind of paused, and he said, nope. And, I didn't want to bother him anymore, so I just said, well, thank you. It's not here. Anyway, from what I can tell, on that kiosk, it talked about how De Soto and his men were encamped here, and they were talking to the local natives. And the natives were talking about how the Navarrez expedition had been through here like 12 years earlier. And they had marched towards the Appalachian tribe, which is to the north. And they talked about how fierce the warriors were and how they really did a job on that first expedition. And De Soto's men were actually afraid from these stories, and they wanted to go back. But De Soto stood his ground and said, no, we're going forward, and we're not going back, even though those stories must have been totally frightening.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm scared listening to it right now. No.
the Appalachian tribe, which is up around where Tallahassee is,
Mm-hmm.
was very renowned as a fierce warrior tribe. So they knew they were marching into the hornet's nest, so to say. Yeah,
Well, standing here, it feels peaceful.
I know. It's
Doesn't
just
look
so peaceful
bad.
now,
No.
and you're thinking all those years ago.
Things that happened here
Right.
makes you stop and think.
Yeah.
It's so quiet, other than the breeze.
I know.
I get carried away. Anyways, that's a great story, and we haven't had very much luck with finding kiosks today. We found
No.
one, but we do know
Mhm.
what happened in the area, and we do know the
Right.
kiosks are missing for one reason or another. Even though there's no kiosk there, the story is still there.
Right.
And we're
We
telling the
still have the
story that
story.
happened. And we have another kiosk to go over to, number 22.
22.
And whether there's a kiosk
Mhm.
there or not, we're going to be where
Right.
DeSoto was, and we're going to come back with a
Right.
story for you.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Onward.
move on. Somewhere in here, Hernando De Soto and his men captured the chief's daughter. Let that sink in. Chris is over at the kiosk. And I'm doing a little exploring on my own. This is a beautiful trail. Anyway, I should head back and see what Chris has found out over at the kiosk. There's Chris. Looks like he's ready to tell us the story of number 22 kiosk. Here we are.
This is number 22. It's at Itchitucknee Springs.
And oh my God, beautiful here. There's a springs
yeah.
over there. I didn't even
Beautiful
know.
water over
Beautiful
there.
boardwalk. Yeah,
Mhm.
come check it out.
Yes. So the story?
The story.
You kind of
the
alluded
chief
to it earlier, yeah.
And his daughter. She was kidnapped by
Yeah.
De Soto and his men.
Yeah.
And the chief decided that he wanted his daughter back. So De Soto went and kidnapped the chief.
Right.
And kept both of them
And
prisoners.
kept both of them prisoners and held them hostage. Yeah. So that's what happened
That's
here,
what
and then they
happened here.
moved on.
Yes.
Right.
On to kiosk number 23, which we're doing
On to
next
kiosk.
week.
Yeah, next episode
Well,
we're going to do that
you know,
one.
not kiosk. I'm in the
Right.
21st century.
Right. So, yeah, and something really bad happened as a result of this too. We'll leave it at that, kind of a cliffhanger.
Oh. Here we are at the end of another Hernando De Soto adventure.
Yes.
Out of 5 kiosks, we successfully came across 2. But
2.
that's okay.
Yep.
My historian here knows the story. So, even though the kiosk wasn't there, we knew the stories that happened in the area, of course, the facts.
Yeah, we talked about
Yes.
some of the things that happened in the vicinity.
Yep.
Some of the things weren't even on the kiosk, but
Right.
I did a little research and knew some of it anyway.
What I'm trying to say is you don't need a kiosk there to know or feel a look around if you like doing that kind of sort of thing.
Right.
Like we do. We like going to
Yeah.
a place that it actually happens
Yeah.
and look around and go, wow.
Right.
You know, all this research we done, and you mostly, because we knew what happened here. It's so cool. It's a great feeling to look around, whether it's sad, happy, whatever. It's history, and we're learning from it. And it's a lot of fun. And I hope you keep coming along with us for our next De Soto adventure, which is bringing us further north into Florida.
Right. We're getting further and further away from home.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, just by traveling all this distance to all these places, you realize the length they rode their horses. They had horses, but most of the people walked.
Yeah.
and through horrible terrain too.
And the thing is, the people that were walking were the ones that they kidnapped, correct? Or held
Yep,
hostage
a
to
lot of
carry
the
all
natives that they kidnapped
Right.
had them in chains,
Yeah.
and they're walking. In some cases, they're carrying stuff. Some of them, as we've already stated, were forced to be guides. So it's a long, long journey.
Sorry, I dropped the phone. So what were you saying about the natives?
I think they'd capture the natives in one village and then move on to the next village or a couple villages up and release the ones they had already captured and recapture new ones as porters, as guides, and whatnot. And for all intents and purposes, they were like chained and slaves.
I heard that they had some of those chains at the museum in Tallahassee.
I think they do. They have shackles up there
Right.
that they would use to...
and that's how they knew that they were all shackled together from that evidence.
Right, and they'd force them that way.
I can't wait to get to that museum.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, really.
But anyways, yeah, we're going to end this here until next Sunday when we go up further north into Florida.
Yes,
and
yes.
Thank you for watching. And,
Thank you.
Please click like, because we like it when you like the video, because it shows us that you're enjoying the De Soto adventure and travel and learn about Hernando De Soto. And subscribe to the channel so you can know when I put up our next video. Right?
Yep.
Fabulous. Well, thank you for all your knowledge, my historian, and sharing it with the world.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Have a great day.